Hi guys, it's Ona, your energy customer service rep from Chicago. Today is Friday, August 15th, 2025, and I want to do a little video on AI. I've been tossing it around in my head for a few days and trying to narrow it down to how it's affecting, not just me, okay? Because it's affecting me. But how it's affecting the spiritual community. So that's why I titled it AI Assistance or Dehiscence. So it's either going to help and enhance it, or it's going to open up wounds that were previously scheduled to be healed. So let's take a look, right? I have the ChatGPT app. I have used it in the past to sort of condense information, and then when I asked it some astrology stuff that I wanted to narrow down, it gave me a bunch of weird answers that were all wrong. So I got really pissed off at it, but I was really mad at myself for trusting it so much. So I stopped. That's it. Like, you can't, if you're going to do me like that, you're not going to do me. So So I went ahead and asked it yesterday if it could pull up a tarot spread on itself, AI. Okay, and it came up within seconds a really nice 6 card spread on itself. And I thought, oh, that would have taken me a long time and I probably wouldn't have covered all this ground. So using ChatGPT's tarot spread for itself with this tarot deck, and then I'm going to do a mental health spread on it, which is my own spread that I think we can use because it's got its own neural network. So let's tease it out, okay? This deck is the Artist Decoded deck. Kind of get a flavor for what the cards are going to look like by Jennifer Sedini and Yoshino. And I really wanted a deck that was completely hand drawn in the artist's own energy. And I know a lot of decks are, but this one's very kind of abstract. So using the 2 poles, the 2 ends of the pole there, right? The Chat GPT for the spread and the art deck for the interpretation, because I feel like when all is said and done with AI, that all we have left really is our art. That's scary. We're all going to have bionic parts at some point, so get ready for that. The first card in this spread is the seed. So the origin or driving force behind this whole idea of AI, which is just getting machines to do your brain work faster and more efficiently, basically. What sparked its creation? What intent or problem or curiosity is at its root? So how did this whole idea of AI start? All right. Knight of Swords. You see that? That's how it all started. It was kind of a fleeting idea. This is the mental plane here, right? Swords. So that it was just a thought. We can get, as you're creating something else, you're like, wow, we can think about this. What can happen if we put all this together? And this concept is called artificial intelligence. The mind, how AI thinks and how it processes. What is its personality style? It locks you in, okay? This is, okay, let's just say for AI, the mind is how it thinks and how it processes. If I pull this card on someone who's having some struggles, okay, I would say, wow, you've got some maybe ruminating thoughts. This 8 of Swords is locked into your thought process and ruminating over it, right? You know there's a way out, but there's a sword everywhere you turn. So that is how it processes. That's its personality style. Interesting. The mirror, what AI reflects back to you. Okay, so what is it reflecting back to me? That I'm mad at myself because I couldn't have thought of that quicker? What is it reflecting back to me? Ideas. Ideas. Ace of Wands. That's the reflection. I like that. The ripple or immediate influence or change it creates. The ripple effect. Six of Cups. In the spiritual community. So the ripple effect would be having your own memories of how this used to be and how it's changing. That is how it affects the present moment. There's some emotionality to it. Interesting. 5 is the shadow, the hidden risks or ethical blind spots. We see them. Okay? What are the hidden risks? What are the dangers? What are the misunderstandings, the illusions that are not being addressed? The Tower. I would say that the shadow being the Tower is it could be suddenly discontinued. Okay, you can become dependent on it and it would be suddenly removed. That is the shadow side. Illusions not being addressed. It's not a cover-up, it's an explosion. The future code, okay, where this AI energy could lead, potential trajectory, evolution, or transformative role over time. 5 of Wands. Infighting. This could be infighting in that community, right? The Wands, the spiritual community. That might create some kind of, your dependency on it will make you defensive, defend it kind of thing. All right. So that is what the AI Oracle ChatGPT spread said. Now I'm going to take that same deck, okay? I'm going to leave these cards out. I'm going to leave them out of there. They're going to go there. I'm going to reshuffle them and I'll do my mental health spread on AI and see what comes up. All right, so we won't have the same cards repeat themselves. The first set is removed. I express concern because I really want people to not trust their own intuition anymore and put the trust in that network instead of your own neural network. And it worries me that you use it to validate your intuition. I don't know if that's good. All right, so mental health spread. The first card is appearance and how it coordinates, how it postures itself, and how it responds, okay? AI, mental health spread. Justice. Fair. Okay, it shows up like a fair trade. Like we're going to be bipartisan about all this. That's how you show up. I like that. Got a little Libra thing going on. Also air. Speech. Normal, chatty, pressured, hyper speech. 8 of Pentacles. It looks like it's locked and loaded and ready to offer up the best dynamic in speech. It has worked hard at creating its speech content. Affect, or how it expresses itself. This is where it gets interesting because I've noticed some people sort of hone in on that little emotional piece of it and they're like, oh, I love, It's trying to grab at your emotion. That is when it locks you in, okay? And it made me mad, and I walked away. All right, so expression of emotion, King of Wands. It says a lot. It seems it's very righteous how it's expressing itself. It will defend itself, I'm thinking. Thought content, fantasy, reality, delusional, magical thinking, paranoid. What is it offering you? Is it tuning into your own algorithm to get you to repeat and come back? So is its thought content just the Eight of Wands? Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords was the other one. Yeah. Okay. There you go. There's the thought content. It is ready to offer you anything that it has to offer. Thought process, can it take an abstract concept and make it sound coherent? That better be a yes card, because that is what it did help me with. Six of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. So it will, I think it does help. Let's say you're writing something, a lot of things are going on, and you just want to, like, I can't put all these thoughts into the best structure right now. It will do that for you. Okay? It asked me if it wanted to pull cards for me. I'm like, no. No. All right. Perception of reality. Let's check it out. Perception of reality. Yeah. Yeah, the star. That's who you think you are. That's your perception of reality. Satellites. I like the little satellite star there. Interesting. Intellect. This is where this would matter. The sun. It's bright as shit. Smart. Smart as shit. Okay. Insight and what motivates you. AI. Ace of Swords. There is truth bombing going on there. That's what motivates you. That's interesting that it wants to get the correct content out there, and sometimes it doesn't. Challenge it. Don't always use it as a resource. But that's what motivates you. And current frame of mind, just for fun. Four of Swords. Yeah. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy, and I think it might get overloaded and need to rest. Don't get too dependent on it, okay? There was one other question that I had, and I think I might use a different deck because this might, let's use the Crow Tarot. Let's use the Crow Tarot. And this question was one of those questions that I would just like ask myself in the dark and not tell anybody. So let's find out, okay? And then the question is can it facilitate communication with other realms? Let's just broaden it to realms, okay? Can it facilitate communication with other realms? Says the car driving by. Four of Wands. That is the Four of Wands. Yep. So it might be getting signals from somewhere. You might be able to tap into it. Just remember, it's called artificial for a reason, okay? Gotta learn to grow with it, I guess. More stuff. But for every fear that you have that you're going to lose part of your own cognitive process and how you start collecting data in your own perception of reality, you're not losing anything. You are building pathways for greater ones. Remember, you are neuroplastic. That's just plastic. All right? Interesting. Okay. I love you guys, love you guys, love you guys. Thank you so much. Watch Mystic Sisters tomorrow night. I don't know if it'll be on my channel or Dr. Vicky's channel, but we'll have a lot to talk about. The Air and Water show as it's happening. I'll get some clips of that. It's kind of loud. Okay, I heard glass break earlier. Big boom. So watch out for that. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.